Wow. Well, today is Sunday, um, September 27, 2020. And I was just reminded again, how, I mean, what's the next one after idiot? You know, we are like worse than idiots. Way worse than idiots. It's like, why are we paying for gas? You know, why you have to pay to fill up the tank? You ever thought about that? I was just reminded again. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So we basically, pay for their whatever, their security department. Actually, we provide, us citizens, the walking citizenship. We actually defend these corporations in East Africa. Well, they like to call it Middle East because they want us to believe that they're white. And then they call themselves semi. They say, oh, I'm semi-black. It's like, okay, so you're a mulatto. You're semi-black. You're a mulatto, and, what is a mulatto? Some light skin, African. Or lighter skin African, right? Which that's something that really upset me a lot. I mean, like, colorism, it's everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Now that I'm reading African Twitter, just like, shit, over there people are black. What are we doing to you? In the United Slaves of America. You spell it with 3 Ks, Shit. What are we doing to you? Like, it is a huge difference. I guess being connected to the soil, the original soil, that's a big part of it. I don't know. But melanin is disappearing in the United Slaves of America. It's vanishing. It's like now is like rare. It's like 8 times out of 10 or something like that, And it's like, oh, just, he's African, she's African. Like right away, a mile away. And it's all because of carbon, melanin, right? The chlorophyll. That's, and it's vanishing. It is vanishing. Over here, interracial breeding. It's like, shit. I tell myself, they are not breeding. They are just fucking around. Yeah, right. But It kind of works sometimes. Some days you do. Kind of like, I'm like, yeah, at least don't have children, at least. They're desperate. They're desperate. They see that, they're on the last, they're on the last breaths, as pure whites. So that's why I'm thinking they're gonna be giving honorary whiteness. They're gonna be giving honorary whiteness to biracials. Like I say, they're worse than the whites. They're worse than the whites because, they feel like they have to prove they're white. They have the need, a desperate need to prove their whiteness. And you know how you prove your whiteness in this third dimension, at least in the past 50 years. Right? It's like, why are we still playing their game? Come on. We already know what they're doing. It's like game over, right? I know, but we gotta pretend we don't know that they know that we know. Huh? So why you pay for gas? Your children and even your husband and your father and your great grandfathers, all your ancestors, pay with their lives to protect these corporations like ExxonMobil, like, I don't even know these company names, Why? Even the ones that that they're all Europeans, right? You see, this is the trap. They even designed the language so we cannot even call them out. The Europeans in the Americas and the Europeans in Europe, the Europeans in South Africa, the Europeans in Australia, they're the same shit. They're the same fucking virus. So we pay with our own life and with our tax dollars, trillions of dollars in security. But because these corporations, are right in the middle where they're not supposed to be at. They're not supposed to be there. In East Africa, they're not supposed to be in the so-called Middle East. So it's like, what the hell they're doing there? That's the question. Why are those corporations doing so far away? From home, That's what they call it, right? They call it home. They call this shithole country, they call it home. Home, where they kill you, with impunity. Or like the great Nipsey Hussle, the great used to say, they kill you with no alibi. So that's something, And then they sell it to us. We are, subsidizing these huge oil companies, corporations, whatever they call themselves today. We subsidize them, which, it means that that's our tax dollars. So basically, they're ours. So if they're not ours because they're ours, then they're ours because we make it possible for them to be stealing other people's oil and gas and shit. We make it possible. We'd make it possible. We're enablers. We are enablers, and that's something that we must come to terms with. You know, we must come to terms with, because I mean, especially because of the future generations. The children, their children, and their children, and their great grandchildren. They need to know better. And when I say they need to know better, they need to know better ancestors. You are their ancestors right now. Shit, sometimes even like in 20 years, you yourselves gonna be ancestors. So it is imperative that they know that there is dignity in their lineage. It is imperative that they know that there is bravery in their lineage, and everything that inspires greatness. Let me see if I set up the clip. Oh, shoot.
Increase access to capital by almost $500 billion. Black people do not need billions. Remedying the problem for black people is not something that will take billions. It's something that will require trillions. And by the way, in case you think that sounds outrageous, they have spent that money overseas in the Middle East over the last 20 years, protecting the interests of Exxon, Mobil, and all of these other multinational corporations. They have spent 10 or 20 trillion dollars just in the last 20 years with their black budgets for military spending in the Gulf. But they're gonna come back to black people and say, here's some chicken feed. No time for you, no interest for you, and flick some crumbs off the table. Little chicken feed. So, there's my next issue. Where what I'm reading. It goes on to say 3 million new jobs for the black community. Not really sure where that comes from, but all right.
The military. That's what I was just telling you, I mean, like, I was just telling you, we are security guards, of these pigs that are killing people abroad, all over the planet. And if there's other world knowns, oh shoot, I think I said it backwards, right? Other known worlds, I'm sure they are fucking up there too. I'm sure they're sucking their blood too. I'm sure they're like, the same parasites that they always been. Always. Always and forever. A parasite is a parasite. What you gonna do? You think you can change them? I mean, maybe your husband. Although the crackers, they don't like us to say that. They say, "Oh, you cannot fix nobody." Yeah, of course. I mean, when you put it like that, I mean, like, but we can be instrumental in somebody's healing, recovery, you know, overcoming, all that beautiful stuff. you know, we can either be an agent for good or we can be an agent for destruction. So, wow. Wow. I mean, now I see why they don't even want to hear anything about communism. That's the C word. That's the real C word. They don't want us to. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Well, I think, we should not label it everything the way, they want to label shit. They stole, communism from Africa. All the same principles. And they took the ones they didn't even like. And of course, they don't see race. I mean, shit, I mean, it's like in the countries where, the majority of people is white, they don't even have to register to vote. They don't spend money on that shit. Besides that, they're always broke because they're parasites. They don't work. Besides that, but they don't, they don't have to register to vote. They just vote. That's it. Go like, whatever, I'm voting, shit, whatever. Oh, you're white, everybody white. So, no need to register to vote. So, I mean, this is the time to not only wake up, but to become more aware of the gravity of the situation. This is a time to come clean, at least to ourselves, and said, shit, we need to speed things up. Yeah, some aspects of the planet, I don't know how long it's going to take us to bring it back to normal. Bring it back to, harmony. Synchronicity. That the way, nature is supposed to work. How, shit, I mean, we don't even know. I mean, I don't even know for sure if everything is going to be able to be reversed. You know how much shit is at the bottom of the ocean already? I don't. Nobody knows. They're mountains of garbage. So where's the food? Where's the food? So all the creation have to mutate in order to survive again. We're all mutating. We're all mutating. Just because of them, they have a death wish for us, and that's it. They got a death wish for us. Not all of us. They want to leave some of each to serve them, to harvest organs. They got all the knowledge, and they are dealing with the destructive spirits. They are dealing with destructive spirits. I think they are the same ones they called counterfeit spirits. Of course, who they're gonna look up to, who they're gonna be looking up to, like to say, you know what I mean? Who? I'm gonna be like that movie, Precious. Who, who, who's gonna love me? Uh huh. Damn, that was tangential. But this is the time. This is the time. We have like the planets are crazy. You saw that there was no planets on the other side of the sun? There was no positions on the other side of the sun. Whatever that side is. We don't even know what side it is. Because the sun hide everything behind it, right? We cannot see what's behind the sun. Yeah, even when it was Sirius, I think it's Sirius, the morning star, that it was so close. Shit, as I talk about how I was going to the beach and it was cloudy and I saw it. I saw it like a big, big circle of light. Big circle of light. It looked like the same size of the sun. I took some screenshots and you can see it looked like a double sun. It looked like those eggs, the eggs that come with two yolks together. Yeah, that's what it looked like. So why don't they tell us about that? That was a beautiful, spectacular thing to watch. I mean, like, even in the morning when I was going to the beach, at 5 in the morning, it was still dark, and damn, I said, like, what is that light bulb over there? What are they doing over there? And then it hit me, like, yeah, I don't think this is Venus. And boom, on my way to the beach, crossing the bridge to Queens, I see, I had the phone, I was recording it. I'm glad that I saw it, otherwise I would feel crazy. Yeah, the morning star, I don't know, nobody told me that it can get really big, It can be looking very big from here. And then, if you look to your right, then you see the moon. So don't say that was the moon. Yeah, the moon was on my right. The moon was out the whole freaking summer during the daytime. I don't know. But sometimes we don't see it, sometimes we see it. So what that's supposed to mean, we don't know. But I mean, going back to what I was talking about, stop being an idiot. It's ridiculous that we have to pay for gas. It is ridiculous. It's the most expensive gas in the whole world. Shit, getting it from all the way over there. You saw like more than $20 trillion. That's just in 20 years. Imagine what they owe to you, African Americans, DOS. I mean, like, just imagine that. That's probably why they're going to be filing bankruptcy. They're going to say, oops, we don't owe you nothing, we file bankruptcy. Chapter 11 or chapter whatever. And they give you like, like $100 billion instead of some bullshit like that. I don't even know how much is that money. But if it's less than $25 trillion, I mean, it's a slap in the face. They're spitting in your face. Come on. I think anything less than $30 trillion. But everybody have to be on code. Everybody have to be like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Even in church, the pastor talk about good morning. I don't want to hear it. How are we getting reparations today? How are we getting reparations today? That's what I want to know. And if it's a cracker, cut the check. Cut the check. Good morning, cut the check. Cut the check. But it's like, cut the check. There's cut the check. And don't say nothing for years. For years. What happened to African Americans? The only say is cut the check. Well, if you want more, art, you want more science, you want more music, you want more everything, you have to pay for it now. We have to pay for it now. I have to pay for it now. Let's keep it on the I. I have to start paying for it now. Like I said, you need to get on code. You need to kick that addiction to fame and partying, all the bullshit and twerking. And, well, I think I stopped over there. Because, I mean, you already heard it all. You don't need to hear it again, do you? Do you? I mean, it's like, it's sad. I mean, like, today, I mean, I see the Amsterdam News on Facebook putting like, amazing movie with Halle Berry. She's cross-dressing again. Well, I don't think she actually cross-dressed before, no? She's a boxer. She's a boxer, a trainer. She's like, whatever. And she want to make her son proud. She wants to make her son proud. Why don't she get him a husband if she wanna make her son proud? I mean, it's like, I don't know. I'm grateful for mothers. Oh my God. I'm grateful for mothers. But I am very thankful, to real men every day. Not that I met him or anything, but I'm still grateful. So, anyway, I wonder if anybody one day, is gonna come out with an amount. How much is it that we pay for 1 gallon of gas? How much we actually pay for a tank, for filling up the tank? Anybody's curious? Somebody gotta be curious. I am very curious. I want to know how much are we actually paying just to fill up the tank. Just to fill up the tank. How much we actually pay. You gotta be counting the Navy, the military, the Air Force, the whatever, even now we have a space now programs. We have the Star Wars, we have the whatever from Ronald Reagan, and we have this from this orange piece of shit that he wanted to be Ronald Reagan, but at the same time he want to be JFK. because that's his BFF, supposedly. So, yeah, how much is it? How much is it? I mean, like, you know, human lives too. How much would you have to make it tangible? A human life. Let's see how much people, when there's a lawsuit, like whatever, you know, wrongful mac practice, um, malpractice, or you know, police brutality, state violence, state sanctioned violence, all that shit, you know. So yeah, we know how much they get paid. Add them up, add them up, in the millions and millions of lives, you know, they took, you know, way too early, and you know, then add all the hours they worked for free during slavery. Oh, that's for, you know, for your reparations. But for right now, for the gas, I want to know how much I'm paying to fill up the tank. So all that, you know, is tangible and can be added, you know, and multiply whatever is necessary, and we can get an exact amount. And everybody's gonna say, "What? You know, I'm paying to fill up the tank. I'm paying like, I don't know, $5,000, $3,000. I don't know. I think I might be exaggerating, but it's horrible." They say, "Oh no, but that's not it. You know, they only charge me." No, that's what they charge you. You know, the dollar store. You can go to dollar store. You can go to Dollar Tree. Everything is a dollar. Everything is a dollar. Yeah, to you. But was it actually a dollar? I mean, just the transportation all the way from China? Really? The labor, the materials, this and that, and it had to be taxed. All that shit gotta be taxed. At least 50%. All of the shit. Why? Because we're talking about pollution. So how are we gonna pay the pollution? It's like the cigarettes. It's like the liquor. They gotta increase the tax again. You know, I know people say I'm paying $30 for a pack of cigarettes. That's how much you should pay, because, you know, with Medicaid and all that shit, taxpayers' dollars, you know, why should we pay taxpayers' dollars for that? Why should we pay, you know, for the corporations who kill you, who made you sick, who gave you emphysema, who gave you diabetes, who gave you all that shit? So they gotta pay at least 50% tax. So you see, we can live, so the whole world can live so beautifully and comfortably and creatively and all that stuff, you know, very easily, you know, if we just get rid of corruption. That's all we need, to get rid of corruption. To have to sweep the staircase from the top. From the top. You know, the president of the United States can only be making, you know, $25,000 a year. That's it. Because we're gonna set up the example, right? Okay, I can compromise on that. I mean, maybe 50,000 a year. And that's the highest salary in politics. That's the way we're doing in Mexico. Oh, and they're crying, they're squealing like pigs, you know, like, you know, just, ugh, they're like such scumbags. You know, this is like cesspool rats. You know, I mean, well, we got to do it. We got to do it. We can do an upset. We can do a little upset if everybody votes for the Green Party or everybody vote for the Communist Party. You know, send them a message. You know, every 4 years is the same shit. I'm not gonna waste my vote. I'm not gonna waste my vote. Yeah, but you gotta send them a message. You know, that's what you do to your wife. You know, that's what we do to our husband, right? That's what we do. If it's not working out, we gotta get his attention. We gotta get his attention. Like, wow, the food is horrible. What's going on? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Dun 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 dun. A laundry list. No, hopefully we don't wait until we get a laundry list. But you know what I mean? I mean, we have to send them a message. We have to find a way to say, like, fuck you. You know, I mean, this is only the beginning. This is the first warning. You know, and her name is Gloria La Riva. I'm sure you probably heard about her. Gloria La Riva. I mean, I'm sure some people that watch NPR and all this stuff. So, I mean, it's still white. I mean, at least they believe, they want us to make believe that they're white. You know, the other one is a Jewish guy, which I'm not thrilled about it. I mean, shit. I have not forgiven them and I don't plan to forgive them ever. Ni perdón, ni olvido. Jamás. You know, neither forgiveness, neither we forget. No. We are not forgiving. We are never forgetting. No. Never. Never. You know, first of all, you have to ask for forgiveness. You have to beg for forgiveness. It's not like you just like, oh my gosh, you know, he spilled the milk. No. You have to be sincere, and after that, then we tally the damages and we see the installments where you're gonna pay for all the shit you done. I mean, of course, none of them are gonna pay, you know, like whatever, but you know, they have to pay for all that white privilege, all the low interest loans or no interest loans a lot of times that they get, these pigs. And when I say pigs, I'm not talking only police. Uh, so, yeah, it's like they have the Liberty Union and Peace and Freedom. Peace and Freedom uh, and Liberty Union. But that's only in Washington. The Liberty Union. So, you know, from all the solutions I heard, I think this is the best one. You know, just, you know, fuck it. Either Green Party or the Communist Party. And, you know, that's it. I mean, they're not communists, it's just socialist. I know you're just scared of, you know, the communism, but communism, I don't think we ever seen any government who actually was allowed to, you know, even to, you know, to get, you know, I don't think it was even allowed to get to, I was just thinking, the Green Party is also Jewish. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Dr. Stein, I think Gosh, you sound Jewish. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Have a good night, everybody. And yeah, just ignore them. And I'll just say, cut the check, cut the check, cut the check. Go in the subway, whatever you go say. Cut the check, motherfucker, cut the check. Have a good night.